YouTubers! Yukon Rod here again. The trunk lid is damn near done. Here it is in the shop. Before, I just did around the flames, or the flames, and kind of here. But last night, me and my buddy decided to take it to a little more, and we did around the teeth so you could see them. And we did the eyes, so when you stand back, it looks pretty badass. And today, with the metal flake, which learning curve, I put, let's see, last night after I did more airbrush stuff, I put, I think, about 4 coats more clear on it, so the clear is really fucking thick on this trunk lid. But, I don't know if you can see it. There's a big line there from the metal flake, which first time doing it I knew it was going to happen, but today I am sanding it down to get rid of that line, and here it's just about gone. Started with 1500 wet on a DA. Doesn't seem to be doing the job that I want it to do, so I think I'm going to jump down to 12 and then go to 15 and then 2000 and 3000 and then buff it out. But that's my plan today. You can see the metal flake in there. It's going to be fucking sweet out in the sunlight. So get back to you here after I get a little more done. Okay, here it is. Roughed in with 1200 grit sandpaper on a DA. And as you can see, I do have a couple little fish eyes in spots. And right here, if you can see it, probably not. Anyway, I had some water drip out of the gun. There's a way to fix that, and if I do it that way, the easy way, I'll let you know, and I'll tape it or make a video of it and show you how I do it. Done it before, works pretty slick, nobody ever knows. Haven't decided if I'm just gonna re-clear this again. I don't think I'm gonna, but if I do re-clear it again, then we'll be gone. I don't know if you can see them. A couple little shiny spots there. They might end up sanding out, I don't know. But roughed in with 1200. And should I have gone this far getting all the lines off? No, because I'm going to work my way up to 1500 and then 2000, 3000, blah, blah, blah. But there's enough clear over the flake, I don't have to worry about it because I cleared it, sanded it down to 600, and I was afraid we were going to get into the metal flake, so I quit, and there were some lines left. Otherwise, they'd have been gone with the 600, but yeah, so there's plenty of clear on the metal flake. I don't have to worry about going through there, but some of this airbrushing around the eyes, that stuff we did last night, and there's only like 3 coats of clear over that, which I'm not too worried, because it kind of filled in the lines around there. But yeah, if you see shiny spots, you got a line. And let's see if I can do this left-handed here. If you've ever sanded with the DA wet, you never want to start on this side of the line and go this way, because if this surface is higher than this one, you want to come off of this one, because otherwise you're just going to buzz that line down, you're going to dull it out, you're never going to see it until you buff it, and then you got to resand it. So if you come off this side and work this whole edge and bring this one down to meet this one, you'll be fine. But if you do it the other way, it's just like hitting it with, well, I'm not going to do it, but if you took a Scotch-Brite and went this way, you're going to dull this line out and you're going to think you got it sanded, but when you really don't. So you got to bring this surface down to this one. Don't try and cut it this way. I hope that makes sense. But around the teeth, I'm contemplating leaving just a little bit there so it gives it like a little more depth look to it. There's a tiny little line all the way around them. I don't know, I might buff a spot out and see how it looks. Not sure, but yeah, as you can see, it makes a fucking mess. Yeah, wearing shorts for the first time in I don't know how many years, but I'll show you how it looks after I get down to 1500. Then we'll just keep going from there. Okay, here is after the 1500. Everything's getting a little smoother looking. You know, you don't see as many sand scratches and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of thought I'd show you how it looks after 1500. I don't know if you can click back and check how it looked after 1200, but now I'm going to go 2000, probably over the whole trunk lid. I didn't need to do out here because there's a couple little specks of dirt, but they ain't going to take nothing to get them out, so I didn't need to hit them with 1200. Plus you're just creating more scratches that you got to cover. And how I do it, like when I'm DAing or even block sanding, whatever, the 1200, I try to stay on the target area if it's something like this or a racing stripe or whatnot. And then after that, when I move up to 1500 or whatever, instead of just doing this, I move out. And then this time with the 2000, if I was just doing the skull, instead of stopping here, I go out here into the shiny. That way you know, always try to cover the outside edge of what you just sanded. That way you know you got all the scratches out, and it saves a lot of headache when you're buffing. So I just looked in the cabinet and we're almost out of buffing compounds, so I'm going to see how far I can get before I got to go buy some. So hit this with 2000 and 3000, and maybe I'll just do half of it with 2000 so you can see the difference between 1500 and 2000. So there it is. Okay, here's after 2000 on this side here, and this is still the 1500. You can see the light right there, and it doesn't transfer over. Let's see if this helps. See how the metallic is much brighter on the right side than it is the left. 2000 puts a little bit of a polish on it. I can't really get a good. It's really good there, and I don't know. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I can see it in the shop here. I don't know. You can see a good reflection of the light. I'm trying to get the other one in it, but I can't make it work. Anyway, yeah, this side's all done with 2000. I only wiped half of it off, but now I'm going to do this side with 2000 and then 3000 and see how she looks. I'm sure these little snippets are fucking getting annoying, but everything's done in 2000 now. It's got a nice gloss to it. It'll be even better when I get down to 3000. And yeah, it's a lot of dicking around going from, you know, all the way up to 3000, but if you've ever tried buffing out like 1500 or 2000 and then you buff something that's been done with 3000, you're gonna start going to 3000. I used to always quit at 2000, and I did some spots on the car when I was doing that. I hit that with 3000 and it literally takes nothing to buff it out. And you can see the reflection in it. It doesn't even look like it's really been sanded, but that's 2000. And now what I'm going to do after I buzzed over everything, there's a couple little flakes of dirt there. I'm going to go back and hit again, get rid of them, and then it'll be on to 3000 and buff this son of a bitch out. Oh, how about her? Got a nice gloss to her now. That's 3000. 3000 wet. And it ain't gonna take nothing to buff this thing out. Nice shine all the way across it. You can see the metal flake. And when I started, everything was dull and you couldn't see it. A little bit of elbow grease, some water, and some sandpaper, and makes your job a hell of a lot easier. Now there's the boys. Pete, Yukon. What's up, buddy? Alright, well, I am going to begin the buffing process, and might do half and show you, and then the other half and be done, and put this thing back on today and take her for a burn. So that's where I'm at, people. Okay, here's flying over at once with the little cutting compound. All you can see is a shadow. The lighting sucks, but that's just over the bottom half of it. You can see right there's a line where I haven't done that, but see how close to a polish that 3000 puts on it? One quick run over with a little cutting compound, and it doesn't take nothing when you go that high with sanding. So, well, I'm gonna finish this thing out and we'll check at it when I'm done. There she is, all done, people. Sanded and buffed out. Show you the flake I used. It's just really tiny flake. And if it was sunny out, I'd have it outside today, but it's cloudy and looks alright outside, but can't really get a full effect without the sunlight hitting it. But the other day, when I actually, well, last weekend when I actually did the metal flake, we let it dry for, I don't know, probably an hour or two until it tacked up enough to where it was dust free, and then we drug it out in the sunlight, and it looks freaking badass. And that was before it was even sanded smooth. It still looked like shit with the metal flake standing up, but you know, first sunny day I get, I'll get a good picture of it, and hopefully this is going to be the deal sealer for the car shows, because it looks freaking badass. And I'm glad I didn't just do the design. I'm glad I did a little airbrushing, because it made it really stand out and pop. So it looks pretty good. Not bad for the first time ever doing airbrushing or the metal flake. So I'm pretty happy with it. There's a couple flaws that I know are there, but any painter, they pick apart their work, and 99% of the people that look at it are never going to see the flaws. But there's going to be that one person that does paint work that, you know, he'll pull you aside and say, oh hey, how come you didn't fix this? And there's a couple specks of dirt in it yet that I didn't get, but my time is running out to work on it for today, so I wanted to get it done. I'm hopefully going to drive the car down to my brother's wedding this weekend, and I'll finish this up some other weekend. I got a month till the first car show here a couple miles from where I live, so. And I'm not going to be there. I'll be at the Knoxville Nationals in Knoxville, Iowa for the races, and I have a buddy of mine actually take it to the car show and put it in like the restoration or work in progress type deal, because it ain't done yet. I need to detail the engine compartment, but with it leaking oil and stuff, I'm not really going to do it for the car show. And I don't have the chrome strips in the bumper yet. I've been slacking on ordering them. And I got to get the rear window re-tinted. You can see a little strip right there, and I don't like that. I didn't do it, but. And I need to clean the hell out of the trunk. And I don't know if I posted a video of the tinted windows or not. They are tinted, illegal, but I don't really care. For as little as I drive it, I really don't give a damn. And the window, or the sunroof seal is holding. It's been sitting out in the rain for I don't know how long, but long enough. It hasn't leaked a drop yet. So, and I got the old Paint Pimp logo and my flat black stripe. Now I got it on the trunk lid. Just got to get her cleaned up, ready to rock.